Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Tinker77 and we're back on my Mechanical Mastery World, and we're going to pick up where we left off yesterday by checking on these singularities that we've been working with. Now, I've been working with the bronze one because we actually had bronze stored up in our system. So I want to show you what I've been doing. Instead of using the system that I showed you at the last episode where it, at the end, where it had like a limiter on it, you know what? I just said, let's just do a full stack. We'll just let it go, get a stack. And that's what I've been doing so far. And you can see I have a few of these already done. Redstone, aluminum, silver, and tin. So what I do right now is, you can see it's got one there. It's got some loaded here. I usually just will turn this off. This will stop this from loading. And then I will break this right here. And that will give me everything, the bronze singularities and the bronze that was inside of the machine. And I'll take that, and bronze was, I think, in this spot, I believe. And then what I do is I grab this importer. And I'm going to take everything that's in this drawer. You can see I got 32 of that. I just break this and have it go back into our storage system. This is what I've been doing for each of these. So importer, make it go really fast. And you can, if you look at the top, you can see that the ingots and things that are inside of this are emptying out. And if I go to the front here, I believe I can put in that, which should be pulled in. There we go. It's all gone. And then I just go ahead, I take this out, and I put back the exporter and put those pieces back. And we'll get the machine set up right here. So we'll put this down here, and we'll set this back up. And now it's ready for the next one. So let's pick the next one here. If you look, we had next one on this row is something, or this one, I don't know which one. And I'm keeping them in order of this. So let's see. We don't have electrum yet, so let's go with, we can go with diamonds, or I know we have copper. Let's go with copper. So I go on over here, and I tell it to do copper. Where is copper? Is that copper right there? Got an ingot of copper. And so all I do is I run over here, I go to the importer, or exporter, hit that, and it starts loading up really quick. You can see it's going up as far as stacks. That's really nice. And this thing then should start running. Why is it not running? Is it not? Okay, so how do you make the copper one? Is there something else that we have to do? It usually just does that right. Did I mess something up? Singularity of copper. Taste copper ingot. Does that make any sense to you? This is an export. Oh, right. Switch. Ah! Tinker forgets his own thing. But there it is, and it starts working on this, and this will just keep stocked up, and as soon as it gets done with 64, we'll put it over here. I know I said I needed 12, but you know what? You may need some other builds and stuff, so I just said, let's just do 64, a full stack. So there we go. And then I put the importer back in this thing so I don't forget it. And yeah, I'll run over here. I'll put the copper back, and then we're going to get started in this episode. For today, I want to make precision mechanisms, and this takes a little bit of a create machine. We're going to have to make gold plates first, okay? And so I think I'm going to try to make a power source that's like these, but maybe on a different level because I don't want to stress this anymore. So let's see about doing that. I know I need water wheels, and they are like this, and I think I wanted 8 of these because I would like to do that. And what did I miss there? Oh, am I out of shafts? Okay. Make another stack of those. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work on making a power source downstairs first, simple, just like this, and I'm going to do that right now. All right, I've got some of the cogs, the gears, and that sort of thing. We also need to get a press and a depot, I believe. So let's see if we can make those, or we might even have them. I don't know. Doesn't look like we have a depot, so we'll make one of those. That's easy. And then we're going to make a press, and this will press down the gold into the plates that we need. So there we go. So that's all good, and that should work for what we want. Now we're going to have some sort of way to place items and take items off. Again, I'm going to use the good old pipes because I like these. They work really well. And I'm going to go with some drawers again. I'm going to get 2 of these. These are the single drawers, and I'm also going to use the key. And so now let's see. We want to have gold. Let's have a stack of gold for now. As a starter for this whole system. Let's go back down. Hopefully it'll let me down. There it goes. I can actually fly though. So I built this machine over here, and I'm going to run power off of this, and we're going to go try to make it faster by doing one of those bigger gears going to a smaller gear right there. Should go faster. I'm going to do that again so we get a little bit more speed out of this, okay? And right there we go. Okay, so that's going to be our power source going out of this, and we can drive something off of it. I'm going to put a what do you call that? The shaft on that, just so I can see it. All right, so we want to have somewhere over here. We're going to have, let's just put it right over here for now. We're going to have our this is a drawer for the gold. I'm going to have it use a pipe. I keep getting hit by that wither. Pipe going into a depot, right? And then from the depot, we're going to take that out, and we're going to go into a drawer over here, which will be the gold plates, right? And then on top of that, we're going to have, not that, we're going to have the press right there. And so we need to get power from this line here over to that. And so I'm going to put a gear here. Might use a belt for this. I need to get another gear and then another shaft. So let's go get one of those. I can fly on up really quick. I should make a bunch of those cogs because we're going to be needing them for other things. So let's see, cog, right? Let's just get some of that. I only had one. Oh, because I got this stuff up here. Okay. And let's get a belt. We have some belts. We have some belts. And let's go over here and try to run this. Now, I did create these other modules. I don't know if you guys noticed that. But that's okay. Put this down here. A shaft going outward. And then let's get a belt to power this to here. There we go. Okay. So that should be working. So now if we put in gold in here. And we set this to extract. Yes. Extract. It puts the gold on there, and the press should just start running. Good. Okay, that's excellent. I'm going to lock this right here. Actually, let me turn off this so it doesn't actually do a lot of this stuff, because we need to get these and set this over here. Okay, so we have the plates here. I'm going to put that in here and lock it, so therefore it won't put like gold ingots in there. Okay, we're going to hit that, and we're going to say extract that, only that type. And we're going to set this back to extract. Let me just break it and set it again. There we go. And set it. And set that up. Okay. And so now this will, as long as there's gold, keep making us the golden sheets, which are the golden plates that we need for this process. Okay, moving on here, we are definitely going to need to have 3 deployers. We're going to have 3 of these depots, and we're going to have a belt that runs across. I guess not a belt. I guess you could use a belt. That's how I normally would do it. So no, we don't even need the depots. We just need the deployers. So let's see if we can make some deployers. We need 3 of those. And so it looks like we don't have any electron tubes, and we don't have any of the... Okay, so we need to get some more brass sheets. Got it. So we need to figure this out here. How much brass do I have? Because it looks like I need 12 sheets. We have a bunch of that. So we need to get... let's make 16 here. And put this back. And so I'm going to use that machine that we did downstairs because I don't have another press up here anymore. So we're just going to go over here and we're just going to kind of commandeer this. You can see it's working with the gold. I'm going to take out all of this gold so that there's no more coming out of it. There's nothing in there. And let's grab all of that. Nope, nope, nope. That was wrong. Let's grab all that. Okay, so we got all that out of there. Now, let's put the 16 of this in here, and it should start the process down for us so we can make those deployers. Meanwhile, let's go get those rose crystals. So we need about, 3 of those rose crystal quartz things for the deployer. Yeah, that's right. I need to get this bookmarked as well. Okay, so basically it's rose quartz. Rose quartz is rose quartz, which we have here, 3 of that, and sandpaper, which I have some sandpaper. And you take this, and I've showed this before, but you put the sandpaper in the offhand, and then when you grab the rose quartz, it sands it down. We don't really need to automate this. Let's do the last piece. Okay, we're going to put, that's the polished quartz. And so again, we're going to make the electron tube, which is just the iron sheets, and there we have that. So I think all we need to get is our deployers, and we're waiting on, what do you call it? Waiting on the brass sheets. Let me down. Let me down. Ah, it's terrible. So how many of this is done already? Because we only need like 12. Looks like it's already done. Let's grab all of that. We got 16 of that, and now I'm going to put the gold back in there, let it continue on. Right. Okay, so let's go back up here and make our deployers. If I can get up the stairs. And they're not stairs. I keep saying stairs. I'm going upstairs on the ladder. So, again, deployers. We need 3 of these. What are the brass hands? And then we need to make 3 deployers. And there we go. So we got the deployers. And we need to make some more stuff with the belt and that sort of thing so that we can have this get working. Okay, so how do we do this? And that's going to be the question here. So let's set up, I'm going to set up a shaft a shaft right here. And I'm going to make this probably 5 blocks long or 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's put another one right here. And let's put a belt between the two. Okay. And the center line, we're going to have the 3 deployers. So let's put these down. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So they're going to be rotating and they'll deploy their pieces and go on. Does that make sense so far? So now we have to figure out a way to get the items back because there has to go through 5 times. And that is the question I'm going to have to figure out. How do we make this smart enough to know to do this whole operation? That I don't know. And I'm also going to have to put a way to make the machines that go up into this up here for the cogwheel, and the iron ingot or nuggets. So let me think on this. All right. I think what we're going to do here is we're going to use some drawers for the output for the precision mechanisms and the byproduct of whatever gets made. And then we're going to use brass funnels, which I think have the ability to set up what they want as far as like what they can take in. So I guess we need to make more of these electron tubes. Good thing I have the sandpaper. So it's rose quartz. We're trying to make this right here. Let's make a couple more. And yeah, set this up and get this done. So what we'll do is we'll say if it's a precision mechanism, take it out. If it's the byproduct, take it out. Otherwise, keep on going and reprocess. That's the whole point here. So we're making the brass funnels, which takes 2 electron tubes. There we go. Brass funnel. 4 of those. I should have only needed to make that once. Ha! Okay, so we're going to go over here again. So my idea is if it is a certain object, we're going to have it come out of here into the funnel. So I need to put like a block up on here. Can I put a block? Yes. And we're going to have a drawer here for, this will be for the precision mechanism eventually. And for the next step, which is the, whatever the byproduct is. I'm going to lock these now so they don't pick up anything because we want this to process normally. So this, what will happen here is, and I don't have the brass funnels on here yet, so they won't even work. But it's going to go on past here. The items will say, it's not a precision mechanism. It's not the byproduct. It's going to try to dump off this belt. And what I'm thinking about doing is having a return belt, which will stick it back on to this here. That makes sense? I hope it does. So let me see here. Let's try to do that. So we have to basically make another belt coming from this side here. So I'm wondering if I can do a gearbox that can control the belts itself. I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's make a regular old gearbox. No, yeah, I can, I think. Gearbox, okay. We got our shaft. So I'm trying to figure this out here to make a little return belt. So I'm thinking that the belt would go right here. And then it would go past... This is the gearbox, which would power it and this, I think. I think this will work. I guess I really should provide power to this belt here because it's powering it through here. It may make this turn the wrong way. So let's figure this out for power. Do I have another cogwheel on us? I do. And let's put that right there. And let's transmit power through another belt. Okay. So see, it's running the correct direction, but this is not running the correct direction at all. So what we'll do is we'll take that out and we will go over here. I'm going to put another one of these shafts in here. Can we put it in there? No, there's a way to do this. There we go. So you can see it's there. Actually, no, I want to do a gearbox here. We're going to put a gearbox here, and then we're going to get a reversing system to reverse that, okay? So let's go and get that. Should be up here. I can get, it's a gearbox, gear shift maybe, with a lever. So I know I need a lever. I've done this before. Get a lever. There it is. And we'll get a gear shift. And it looks like we need some more andesite casing. So we've got some logs. Get a lot of those. We need an axe. And we need to have andesite alloy. Which we are apparently out of that as well. So we're out of andesite. Let's make up a bunch of andesite there. Okay. And now we can make a bunch of the andesite alloys. Good. And so we need to get some of that. And we're going to make this with some logs here. I'm not sure how many we need. We hit it with the axe to make them stripped. And then we use the andesite alloy on them. And then we just mine that up. There we go. I didn't pick it up, but I got it. All right. What are we making again? We're trying to make the gear shift. So we'll get that. There it goes. And so now I should be able to power that. Just fly over there. I should be able to power this system and get this to be going in the opposite direction. Because right now, if I put this in, this gear shift, attach it to here, it's going the other way. I guess I should have my wrench on me, but let's see here. Can I hook it this way? No. Okay, let me go get the wrench. Okay, I'm hitting the wrench here. It looks like it's attached there. But I want it to be attached the other way here, this way. Okay, now can I rotate this way? No, see, it's not quite what I want. And it's hard to see here. Let me take this blocks out so I can get this and see it better. I want it to be attached to this right here. So let's see if I do that first, does it work correctly? Okay, yeah, actually now I placed it right and it works fine. Okay, so now you can see it's rotating counterclockwise. If I turn this lever on right here, it's now rotating clockwise. And there we have that. And then the belt should go over these two. So this is the return line. It's just going to go this way and to there. Great, so it falls onto here, it'll go this way, and now we need to have this, and you can see it's already going the right direction, so I'm going to put a shaft here, and we want it to join up right there, so I'm going to end it, I think, right here. So we'll put a belt from here to here, and there we go, and then this line will attach back to here. Similar to what we did over here with the gear shift, it should be the same thing. And that will be our return, and it'll just cycle through, and it'll go at the speed we want. I'm hoping that this will work. Okay, we're going to do kind of a manual test right now. I have always set these up using chutes, so I'm going to land over here and put chutes on top of these. So there they are. And on top of that, I'm going to put some barrels. Okay, and the nice thing is I think I can just put this, I don't know if I can just set this right here. There we go. So the order, if we look at the precision mechanism, is cogwheels, large cogwheels, and then iron nuggets. So in here, we want to have cogwheels. In here, we want to have large cogwheels. There's a bunch of those. And in here, we want to have iron nuggets. So this system should work if it can figure this out. So let's grab a sheet here. I'm just going to place it on here. There it goes. It should deploy. It did not. Why did that not work? Now, but let's check the return mechanism. It should go correctly. What did I do wrong here? It does, oh, it's a gold plate, right? A gold sheet. It accepts that. So, does it have to be, oh, they're not powered. Duh. All right, let's get those powered up first. I don't know, let's try, I used to use chain drives. So let's see if we can make some chain drives. Those work really nicely for next to each other for this type of a build. So let's do a chain drive, chain. Right here, let's make up 3 of these. Okay. There's 3 of those. I kind of goofed up, that's okay. Let me go down the stairs. And we're gonna power these from the back side. Make sure they're all powered up together. So, and all we need to do then is tie this up to there, right? So we get another shaft. Am I out of shafts? I'm out of shafts. Back we go. I do this a bunch. I forget what I have. Or I don't know what I have. Shafts, I don't have any. There we go. Grab some of that. I like using belts as power. I mean, it looks kind of weird, but I like that. So we'll do that output there and this output here, and we need a belt that goes from here to here. Okay, and so now they're all turning. This should be running now again. So let me place this down. Right that. Okay, there we go. Deploys that. Deploys that. And it's not a bad case, so it should go over all the way around. Come all the way back. Just like that, and should go in there. Like that. That's kind of cool. And it has to go 5 times. That was number 2. So it's going to go all the way around again. 3, 4, and 5. And I'm going to let this run, and we'll see what we get here. All right, it looks like the precision mechanism is made. It's going to go right through this system. So we're going to grab it over here. And that will give us the quest, and that's good. Now I'm going to set it to this right here, which is our drawer. Now I'm going to take it back out so I have it. And I'm going to set up this brass funnel so that basically it says input. You see I have the arrows going into it. But I'm going to set a filter. I'm going to say only pick up precision mechanisms here, right? So now I'm going to do one more test. I'm going to grab this, and I'll just throw it down. Now you can see that I have the precision mechanism in my hand, and there's nothing here. I'm going to let this run again, and we'll see if this picks it up. All right, I think this is the 5th time through. So 1, 2, 3, and this should go up to 1 if it worked. And it did, so that works for making the precision mechanism. So now I just got to figure out the timing, because I think I can just throw this out here, and it would just start running, but I don't know if that's going to work. Oh, I was like, what's hitting me? Because if I do this, and I say extract, I just want to see what happens. Is it going to overload our system? See, it does a bunch of those. And the problem is the return line does not go into here at all. Although I guess it really doesn't matter so much. But see, here they come. See, they're going to get backlogged. I guess they kind of went their own way, right? Did they get in there and started working? Oh, that's kind of cool. So it does work. It's just this needs to be a lot slower than what it is. And right now, I don't even think I've put anything in here. So it just needs to be slower. And now everything's backed up because... probably because this is empty here. No. We got everything here. So it really got bogged down. It doesn't know what to do. So this is not going to work. I'm going to have to make some sort of timing mechanism to figure this out. So let me grab some of this off of the belt, and let's see if I can get it continue to run. Grab that, and let's grab... See? Although that's kind of cool looking. I like that, but it's just that it gets backed up, right? So I'm going to let this run. We don't have any precision mechanisms yet, but, you know, it's a work in progress. Okay, so I have found that when it gets destroyed, or it's not a complete precision mechanism, it's been giving us shafts and wheels and andesite alloys. So this has to be modified so that it picks out the certain pieces that I need. So let's just do this right here. Let me get rid of this belt right here and this gear shift, okay? Everything is still running. So I want this to dump off here if it's anything else, and I want to go the other way if it is the partial mechanism, right? So let's just start a partial mechanism over so I have it. Let's put one here. That's not it. Ha! So it should just fly off. Let's do that one right there. And you can see that flew off. That's good. That's kind of what I want to have happen. Okay. And so this is what's coming out of here. It's basically is a incomplete precision mechanism. And so if I put this... Oh, I'm drawing a blank here. I'm going to use this right here. I need to get another barrel. Or no, I got one right here. This will work. This is what I meant. Let's grab it. And I'm going to say put that right on top, and I want this to only pick up these machine, and hopefully I can do this without having it be messed up as far as like if it's 3 or 6 or 8, right? So we'll do that, and then I want to have a, let me grab that out now since I locked it, and let's say pick it up, and we'll set the filter to that, okay? So if that works, hopefully that works, and then we're going to have to get a funnel to throw this out to here, or another, what do you call it? It's not a funnel, is it? It's a, yeah, it's a funnel. We don't care if it's already comes into there. We want it to just go out, right? So let's see if this will work. And hopefully it'll be smart enough to figure out that it's not the same type. So we're going to put that here. And so assuming that this one was inside of here, it should go out. Oh, this is set up wrong. My fault. Yeah, I know. Okay, so we're going to have that going inward. There's our inward, and we'll hit that right there. So if I put this right here, throw it out there, it has gone in. And it's already gone out. Okay, so let's make sure that this gets picked up. Okay, it's going to hit again. There we go. It's not a precision mechanism, so it should go on past it. And it got picked up. So what I think I'm going to have to do here is make it for each of these steps, make one of these drawer systems, and make these belts longer so that it will do what I need to do. Let me do that, because this is the 3. There'll be a 6 and 9. and that's 15. So let me do that. Okay, we're gonna watch this go through. So if I have a system here with this sheet, and it goes down here, the first time through it's gonna be hit. You can see it's hitting each of these. I ran out of cogs. It's not going to work well. But it should go into here because it's 3. This is a 6. This is the 9. This is a 12. This is 15. So that'll pick up first. Now, see, it's going to wait here because we don't have any cogs. Let me just throw these 2 in here so we can see if it goes on to the next one. So instead of going into 3, it should go over to 6. See, there it is, and picks it up there. And it, of course, sends it right back. Okay? And again, 9 will go to this one, 12. So if anything gets past the 12... it should be junk or imprecise, which we'll just pick up and recycle for whatever purpose we want. So now we're out of cogs again. I believe I'd like to do is just is that a cog? Yes. And so it's waiting for another one here. Let's throw that in there. There we go. Not a precision. Which one is it? Is it a 3 times through 6, 9? It's a 12. And so the next time through, it should make a precision mechanism. So let's just do one more time because it's probably waiting again on another cog. It is. Right there we go. And boom. 3. 1, 2, 3. It says it's just 12, 13, 14, 15. Precision mechanism or not. It was junk. And so that's a good test. And there it goes. So now we just got to have some place to pick this up. But that is the working system. Now all I need to do is just automate getting cogs, getting the bigger cogs, and getting the iron into here. And this thing can just, and then timing it, get the timing right. But it then will produce these mechanisms as much as I think it should. We already have the iron nuggets in our storage system. So what I need to do is be able to automate the ability to make cogs and the other cog wheels, the larger ones, these 2, the cog wheel and the large cog wheel. Now both of these take wood, which is just planks and shafts. So the other one just takes 2 wood, so that's not bad. But we also have to be able to make the shafts, and the shafts takes andesite alloy, so we got to make andesite alloy. So what I'm going to do, I think, is a little bit different than what I usually do. I usually make the machines right next to it. I'm going to make the machines kind of right here and have them dump into my this line right here into the storage system. So that should allow us to have enough of the wheels and the cog wheels and everything in here, and then we'll run these lines and export those to those drawers that are down there. I wonder if I could use actual, like, drawers down there. That might be the better place to have and have it be part of a storage system down there. I don't know. I'm going to take a look at this and see what I can do, but I'm going to make the machines now that are going to be up here, and you've seen me do these before. It's just quick machines with the crafters. I'm going to make that now so it makes up the andesite alloy, makes up the shafts, makes up the cogs, and makes up the cog wheels. All right, I've made up a couple of machines here. So you can see right here, this machine works on, I don't have any of this stuff in my inventory, but it makes high covalence dust and cobblestone, which makes andesite. This machine right over here takes andesite and iron nuggets that we export into here to make andesite alloy, and it dumps it back into here, and then it makes shafts, okay? Then we have right here, we have 2 devices here. One makes cog wheels, the other one makes large cog wheels. So basically, I'm just limited on getting the oak, which I can make really easily, and this covalence dust is very easy to make as well. And then it has all of the ingredients that we need. So we're going to go downstairs, and we're going to hook all this up and hopefully get this thing started. Okay, we're going to set this up. We're going to have iron nuggets. We're going to have our cog wheel and our large cog wheel. And you can see I have 3 exporters and some more cabling here. So over here, I found the hole that I need to make for these items. Those are the drawers there, or sorry, I should say the barrels. We're going to put exporters on each of those, and we're going to have this tied into a line. Now, this one is exporting the iron nuggets. This one is exporting the large cog wheel, and this one should export the regular cog wheel. And then we can sit here and make this go here and here, and we should be able to take this line all the way up like this, and it should start to fill that up. So if I go down here, we should be able to see the barrels. You can see it's coming in. It's not very fast, but it'll be fast enough because it won't do it that fast. And by the time we get this thing started, it'll work. You can see the cog wheels now are backlogging. That's good. And so are the iron nuggets. So I think this is good. So if we grab another one of these sheets here, and I just throw it out here, there we go. It should start the process up, and the system should just work, I would imagine. It should work, pull everything in just like that. There we go. And then over here, we're going to have some way to pick up whatever doesn't get done. Probably a funnel right here on top of, I don't know, have a chest or a drawer or something. So I got to figure out the timing here now. And I'm not sure how we do this because I don't want to overflow it because then it just stopped, as you saw. So maybe we've got to put some sort of like one of these pipes, but with a pulse on it that takes some time. I use the similar idea with a pulse over here for the wither, set it to 300. So maybe that's something we got to do. But look, it is working. It should be now. It's going into that one. Yep, this should be the last time. So we have 14 mechanisms. So if it works this time, it should go to 15, or we have a piece of junk. So we'll see what happens here. Here we go. And it worked, and now we have 15. So the system is working. So let's get a pulsing thing here. This should be fairly easy to make. It is from RF Tools, and it is... Let's see if I can find it again. It was a little flat thing. It looks like not a monitor. It was not a counter. Timer. I think that was it. Yes. So we'll do that. And then timer, we need to get a machine base. Let's see, it's real easy stuff to make it. And a timer. Okay. So we'll do that. We'll get our pipe here and we'll see. I don't know what speed we should do it. We don't want to overload. So I'm going to set it to 300, just like the wither. That's probably too slow, but we'll see what we can do here. So let's go over here. Oops. And we're going to put this down here. We're going to set this timer here. It's going to be pointing into it. I hate this one. It doesn't want to point right. Now it's pointing the other way. I don't get it. I want it to point at that. See, now it's on that face. It's like... It doesn't want to... Now it's going backwards. Okay, so let's go right here, maybe? Oh, I don't know. Can this wrench rotate it? Yes, it can. Never mind. Let's just see if we can rotate it there. It's pointing into there. Then you click on this, and this is delay, right? Set the delay in ticks. 20 ticks is 1 second. Every second. So I'm going to say, let's go 200 for now. Okay? And that'll work. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to set this up as, I don't want to extract yet. Let me pull these out. So there's nothing in there at the moment. We're going to set this to extract. We're going to set it to the ultimate thing, and we're going to say, thought it was on powered here. Maybe we don't even need to have this upgrade here, but we do have to have it just to get the powered setup. So I wonder what happens if we put this in and just say on when powered. Okay, so pause when it's on. Okay, so let's see if this works. Let's put this in here. And 200. Is it running? There's ticks. See, it's going down from 80, 70, 60, 50, 40. And it already worked, but it put way too much out. So, in fact, it emptied out the entire system here. Well, that's not good at all. Well, I guess it won't hurt, because what will this do? They'll be picked up and put into the drawer that are behind here. So eventually it will work itself out. Let me let this run and just watch what happens. We may have to like burst this in and out or change this so it's not as fast. I'm not sure how I want to do this. While that's running, I'm going to get another barrel here and make one of these. And then also I want to get the old school funnel, the regular one. It'll pick up anything that comes out of here. So let's see if we can get down. We're going to run over here. So if anything gets past this point, I want to go into this barrel right here, facing us, and we'll have the funnel going in. As you can see, it did process that first stack, and they've gone into their respective devices. So it looks like it's running. These are outputting when they can. It's like it's stuck here. It moves them along when it can. So that works out okay, I think. So we're just going to let this run and see if we get any like bad pieces out of this. Okay, it finished, and we got 50 precision mechanisms now. And in here, it looks like we had a piece of crushed raw gold, 4 more golden sheets, and a clock. So, yeah, that's what happened. But I can put these golden sheets back in here. That was not me. That was a the wither getting me. And we're counting down to when it dispenses, and it's just going to be a big bunch there. So maybe we make this like a little bit longer than 200. Maybe make it 1,000 so it only does it every so often. But you can see it's working fine. Everything gets picked up. It gets recycled through. There it goes. Yeah, so it's working great. I really like this. All right, guys. So if we look over here at the quests, we have done the 3 things that need to get for the final shard, and we're currently working on the ultimate singularity. So the final shard, this is like another like milestone we need to get to. This is going to be tough. The final shard, it is a sequence, just like what we did with 3, only we need to have it with, looks like 7 steps. and it is using refined radiance, which we got to figure out how to make. We've made nitrocrystals, precision mechanisms, and all of these essences. Now, if we're going to be using these essences, that means that we're not getting EMC from it. So that could be a problem for all of our systems. So we're going to have to figure a way to maybe slow down our systems or beef up what we're doing so we don't run out of EMC, because that would be bad. And it has to go use the nether stars. We have those, but it has to go through 20 times to make one of these shards, okay? So we're going to get those shards. Those are pretty nice. And then we can start to go to the final star, and that is the biggest milestone, because once you get that, then it's just a matter of making all of the other items on this list. Also, we really need to go back and look at the overhauled the ore processing, because I've still got to get some of these other materials, and we probably need to do that after we get the next step here. We get this final star shard. I might just try to do that next, just to make sure that we have everything before we go and race to the end of completing this pack, okay? Anyway, guys, that's all I've got time for. I hope this video isn't that long. It probably is, but I hope not. If you like this video, please click that like button. If you have any comments, put them down in the comment section. If you'd like to be notified of the videos that I produce, please subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to hit the little bell icon so you get all notifications, okay? Thanks, guys, and have a great day. Bye-bye.